Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a little bit different than my normal beauty and fashion videos. I am going to share with you how I bullet journal as a college student. The way I do things is pretty simple, no fancy calligraphy or a ton of different crazy spreads like you usually see. I'll link some videos down below about what bullet journaling is and kind of some other versions that people use. I use mine mostly as a planner and to kind of just keep track of my daily schedule, and it's very, very helpful for me so far in my second semester of my freshman year. So I have the Leuchtturm, I think it's pronounced, bullet journal. It's the original thing. It's got a leather cover and it has two of these little bookmarks that I can use to find pages. So I'll go ahead and open it up and begin. So the first page is the index. I only have a little bit because I just started it for the beginning of the year, so all I have in here right now is January. So they have 3 pages for an index. And I don't really look back to my index a lot just because I'm at the beginning of my bullet journal. However, I think this could be really helpful once you're, 100, 200 pages in. Just real quickly, I want to talk about the pens I use. I use these Pigma Micron pens. It comes with 3, a 0.25 millimeter one, which is the O1, a 0.35 millimeter one, which says O3, which mine was leaking and completely broken when I received it in the mail, so I don't use that one. And then the O5 one, which is 0.45 millimeters. So I mostly just use these 2 pens. I will use this one if I need some bigger writing or need to fill in something. And I use this one for most of the writing in my bullet journal. I also just use any plain colored pencils. I like blue and pink. I think they look cute together. So a lot of the stuff I color in will be using these pencils. So on the first page, I have my campus map, which I covered up because it shows where I am during the day. But I basically just printed out a campus map and then labeled and put a key for where my different buildings were, which is super helpful for like the first week when you're still trying to find your way around campus. I highly recommend this as a freshman. Here I just have the entire 2017 calendar. I like to be able to have this just in case there's any big events I need to see how far away they are. I don't really use this for any particular planning, I just like to have it as reference. So this page is my spring schedule. Along the top here, I have the days of the week, and along the left-hand side, I have the times of my classes, and the part that I have covered up is basically a grid that shows just which class I am at what time on what day, which again was super helpful. I kind of now know my schedule in my head, but for the first week or so, it's very helpful to have something like this so you know where to be when. On the other side, I have my habit tracker. I decided to omit this one because I'm actually stopping it for the month too. But I have basically which days I exercise, I drink the amount of water I want to drink, I do yoga, I make sure to wash my face because I'm super forgetful. Hey, not lately, I've been really good about it. But, and then days where I don't spend money, not including like food and like necessary supplies for school because I don't have an option. I specifically mean, buying fun things. But this has really helped me see like the full week where I didn't exercise at all. I have a lame excuse that I was packing up and traveling back to school, which is true, but it was probably just because I completely forgot. But I've been really good about doing yoga and exercising almost every day since I've been back at school, which I think is awesome. I'm pretty proud of myself for that. But this has really kept me on track and kept me accountable for these kind of small tasks that are easy to forget about throughout the day. And on the next page, I have my entire monthly spread for January. Again, I just labeled the days of the week, and then I have a cute little drawing of January over here with a snowflake. I know snowflakes have 6 sides, but I messed up. I don't really use this for anything except for really big events, like I don't use them for little everyday things, but if I know I have like an event coming up, a school event, and I have exams. So this is where I put all of my big tests and exams to make sure I don't forget about them and I can see them well in advance of my weekly spreads. So I skipped the first week of January because I wasn't back at school yet. I didn't really have anything to plan for, but here is my first week. So as you can see, I put the 5 days of the week, the 5 school days, on the left-hand side, and I put the weekend over here because I typically don't have a usually like set in stone plan for these days. And then in this whole section, I have a place for homework. And over here, I will show you on the next page how I use this to buy section. I mark it with a circle to know that it's an event, and I color it in when I'm finished. For something that needs to get done, I just put a dot. Once it's finished, I put an X. And if I have to move an event like right here, I just draw a like a greater than sign almost to show that it's been moved over. So this is super helpful. I don't like to write my homework on a certain day because I know sometimes it has to get moved around, so I prefer to write it here with the due date. That way I don't have to keep writing it over and over again. But this is a super helpful, almost like DIY planner. I'm sure you could buy this somewhere else, but I kind of like having the ability to customize it. So again, this is next week. We have the same kind of layout. I already have homework I need to get done. And here's that event I showed you on my calendar earlier. I also put it in my weekly spreads. This is my to buy section. Basically what I do is just put a sticky note here. So if I suddenly remember I need to purchase something, I normally always have this with me, so I can just pull it out and write down something so I don't forget it. And when I'm finished, I can just rip this out and take it with me to the store. So this is the last page of the month. I just have the last 2 days and a homework section. On the right-hand side, I have a section for my January spending. I think I'll probably omit this in my next monthly spread just because I feel like I often forget to write stuff in here and it's kind of pointless because I feel like I'm normally pretty responsible, and right now the majority of my spending is on books and fees, and I don't really feel like I need to put that in there. It's not optional for me, so I don't really need to know how much I'm spending on it because I don't really have a choice there. Now the last page for January is my gift card spending page. I love this one. It's super helpful for me because especially like after Christmas, I got a bunch of gift cards that I need to keep track of. And I normally just stuff them in my wallet, and it is super helpful to have a list of what gift cards I have and how much they have left on them. That way, every time I'm going out, I don't have to shuffle through my wallet and try to figure out where I have a gift card to. Some of them I don't know the amounts for, but I just have them listed. And then, you know, it's really nice if I'm going to the store, I can make sure to grab my Publix gift card and not have to carry all of them with me all the time. And over here, I've just started my February spread. It's pretty much the same as my January one so far, but I haven't started anything past here because I don't know what I'm going to keep or omit. If you're looking to start bullet journaling as a planner, as a student, I think it's super simple and easy. You know, you can take bits and pieces if you like it, but I have really loved this system so far. It's been super helpful to stay organized in college. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.